Hey everybody, Dark Hour 717 here, and got an update for you. This is going to be mostly an informational video, and 3.12.1 PTU has been released to Wave 1. It is available now for you to install. Make sure you delete out that user folder and do your process for deleting out your previous copy and putting in the new copy to the PTU. So we're going to go over some of the patch notes for 3.12.1. Definitely some great information here and some exciting things. We'll cover a good majority of it, but not everything. You can check out all the patch notes on the Spectrum page. And then we'll go over a couple of other things. I'm sure everybody saw the Inside Star Citizen with the rivers, and the terrain work that they're doing is unbelievable. I can't wait till we can see rivers on Microtech and possibly on Hurston. And it looks like that's in full swing and something to look forward to coming down the road. Also check out the Inside Star Citizen if you haven't seen it, because there's definitely some other information on some of the combat summit and everything. But the patch notes for 3.12.1, let's get into these. So it's going to be a regular database reset, but long-term persistence will be enabled. And then you'll have a starting AUEC of 15 million, as always in most cases. The focus for this is going to be general gameplay, and there's a lot of things that are going on with this. Some of the known issues that they're having is going to be that all of the players' items that should be kept after a character database reset are lost. Now, we've always lost a couple of things here and there, some components, some armor, or some guns. So that's still going on. Whether it's succeeded beyond that point, I'm not aware, but it sounds like it's the same thing we've all been experiencing whenever we've done a character reset, so expect that to continue. Players are unable to access Moby Glass after changing armor. I think we've probably most have seen that as well too. That is still a continuing issue, but the workaround that I've gotten to work for it, if you run into this, is exit out to menus, go to your character customization, change the gender of your character, and then load back in. When you load back in, you should have your Moby Glass back and available, and then you can exit out and change back to your original gender, and that should fix that issue. It's a good workaround. It's worked for me 100% of the time at this point, and I haven't had to do a full character reset for that. Another issue is being arrested while wearing leg armor, which most people should be wearing leg armor. Causes the player to respawn in prison with a broken multi-tool. This was something we saw before when having both your two utility slots occupied by components. So broken multi-tools will continue to be an issue. And then, of course, the attempting to sell the minerals at the prison kiosk is still resulting in the transaction failed message. Hopefully they're working on this. You can still do O2 missions when you get the contract to knock your time down, or check out the video on the page and learn how to break out. And don't forget, Amarok's Fang relocation services can always be used to get you off planet if you need it. We have information in the video on that. Fun little infomercial there for you. So some of the feature updates of this, and I'm going to kind of skip the first one because we're going to come back to that. The gameplay is going to be EVA, QOL updates. They made improvements to the live ragdoll physics and how they're handled, and increase the angular acceleration of the thruster packs in EVA, which hopefully will mean better control, more stable control, and not so kind of crazy. I know usually I start spinning like crazy when I step out into EVA. The other thing they did was they temporarily removed the patrol missions. Now, the patrol missions have not worked at all in 3.12. The last time I saw them work was 3.11.1. They're not the most exciting bounty missions to do, and the pay is kind of iffy. But it's that one where you go to the rendezvous point and the guy gives you a spiel about clearing out hostiles, and you follow them around to 5 or 6 different waypoints, and you got to clear out 2 or 3 hostiles at each one. So they have completely removed that. It's going to be temporary, but it is no longer going to be in after 3.12.1. it was bugged for the most part in 3.12 anyways. You'd get there, get the spiel, and then when you would move on to the first waypoint, you would never get the marker for it. They also have done a fix on the they reduced the starting inventory levels of multiple commodities at the trade centers, such as Area 18, Lorville, and also New Babbage, and that's to prevent their inventory from being constantly maxed out. And they also increased the shop inventory of med pens, oxycans, and ammo magazines, which this is a big one because hopefully this means that the trading and the commodity selling for people who are mining or cargo traders or doing rock mining, you'll be able to sell your commodities again. This will hopefully get it to where the cargo traders can trade cargo without having to fill up their ship and only be able to sell 1 or 2 SCU at a time. It should keep the shops from having absolutely no inventory or the trading posts from being so maxed out you can't sell anything. That is a wonderful thing. Some of the bug fixes they got though are interesting. They did fix an issue with the fuel intakes for the fuel scoop on the Star Runner, and it is fixed so that it can take in the intended amounts of hydrogen fuel, so that is corrected now. They also fixed an issue that was causing players' ship to enter a state where it cannot be retrieved. I've actually suffered this, and the only way I could get it back was a character reset. Very inconvenient, very annoying, but it looks like they've got that fixed. And then they fixed an issue with the claim function to not be available at the ASOP terminal, so that's great news. Another thing they fixed was Fps Weapons phasing through walls, making it available to where you could shoot somebody through the wall by sticking the gun through there. And a big one here, the shield should no longer be able to be penetrated by the laser scatter gun, the Dominance. These are extremely OP right now and are through the roof, destroying things left and right because they're acting like ballistics where they just go right through the shields. They have fixed that, so now your defenses against those will work as they're supposed to. They also fixed the dropping an item, so you gotta share a hacking chip with a teammate or an org member or hand over a gun. Now when you place it down and they go to pick it up, it will not disappear or fall through the ground. You'll be able to hand those over safely without having to worry about having 12 of them on you in order to hand one off for somebody to use. They also fixed an issue with the turrets not spawning for the claim jumper missions, which is a big money earner. It's a fairly easy mission, usually 10,000 for the legal ones. That helped you build up some AUEC. The buoys themselves were not spawning in. Now they will. They also fixed the bounties where the targets are not going to take 2 to 3 minutes anymore to spawn in once you reach the rendezvous point to take out your group warrant bounties or your single NPC bounties. They should be there fairly quick now at this point. They also fixed the Idris Glitch. This Idris Glitch allowed people to phase through the cockpit or different areas of the Idris and get into where they could shoot the pilot, take the ship, and steal the Idris. Made for some great clips. I never successfully did it, and neither did anybody in my org, but the Idris is now no longer going to be stealable. It is going to be there to wreck some havoc, and your only choice is going to be to destroy it. So good luck to everybody on that. It was nice to see those clips of people doing some very interesting things with the Idris. So, other things they've got going on here. In regards to the Idris mission, there was always that one where you got the Hammerhead, and it was going after Maltrox Arlington. It paid a whole 45 AUEC. That has been corrected to the correct amount of 45,000. So you will get paid 45,000 now instead of the 45. Believe me, I don't even know. I think we got 1 AUEC each when we did that with the org. There was like 7 of us, and it got split up way too many times, and it was very interesting. The other thing that they have going on here is going to be the reinforcements that come in on the bounty missions. Sometimes they would spawn in for the easy bounties and it's not the correct reinforcements. It's a higher grade reinforcement, stronger than what the bounty was. That is going to be corrected now to where they're going to spawn in at the same level or less than what your bounty was. So if you're going after a LRT, a low risk target, it's going to spawn in as a low risk or a very low risk instead of spawning in at a medium or a high risk, so you won't be getting decimated by the backup hostile targets anymore. And then they did some other fixes, such as some landing gears on the Andromeda, and also some issues with some duplicate mine gems. I'll let you guys take a look at that for yourself on the patch notes on Spectrum. So, the one thing that was first listed on here, and I'm sure you guys have all heard of it, it is time to say goodbye to Delamar. Our favorite little pirate port, Levski, out on the rock known as Delamar, will be removed. It's going to go back to the Nyx system. SIG put out information that the placement of Delamar in the Stanton system was never meant to be permanent. It was actually used as a test bed, and at this time they have completed all the testing that they need to do with Delamar and Levski, and they will be moving it back to the Nyx system. We will not see that port again until Nyx is in the game. They did not give a time frame. They were a little elusive about that, but I'm hoping that with the new studio they brought on to handle planetary and system setup, that it's not going to be that long. I know we're still waiting for Pyro as well too, but it looks like things are ramping up to where things will get produced much quicker now, with more focused attention through a single studio to do the planetary systems. Now, some things about Delamar. Teach's space shop there, which had exclusive vehicles, Caterpillar, the Cutlass Black, the Buccaneer, the Hornet, and a variety of other vehicles. Those will all be moved to other ship shops such as Astra Armada and New Deal. So you'll be able to still get those. You'll just have to go to Hurston or R-Corp to get them. Other things such as mission givers like Rico Battaglia, he will not be seen again until the Nyx system comes in, and he will return when Delamar and Levski return as well too. So those missions will no longer be available once 3.12.1 comes out. So say your goodbyes this weekend to Delamar. Over the course of the next week until this goes live, or 2 weeks, however long it takes them, I'm anticipating probably 10 to 14 days before we see it go live. Probably several different updates to the PTU before they moved in, but everybody's favorite little pirate port is going away, and we will see it again though. Now, there is some special news. As everybody knows, Xenothreat was originally anticipated to be released before the end of last year. It got postponed, and they were saying Q1 of 2021 for that. Well, there is going to be a special event on the weekend of January 23rd and January 24th. 3 hours each day, there is going to be a playtest of the Xenothreat missions. Now, these will be available through your Moby glass, going through the general tab to priority, and they're looking to report any bugs, issues, and generally observing the flow and setup of the event. You'll get 3 hours each day to play it as you can log into the PTU. I highly recommend anybody that experiences anything, make sure you put in incident reports or issue reports. If you get video, send it in with those. But this is exciting. I've been looking forward to Xenothreat. I'm not sure how far through the missions you'll be able to get in those 3 hours each day, or after the first day, if the second day will pick up right where you left off, or it's going to be a fresh restart. But for 3 hours each day this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you will get to get in there, give Xenothreat a try, and see what you think. So Some exciting news. A lot of information out there. I'm excited about this. I'm already installed my PTU. I'm going to load in here this evening and start checking it out. I will be on for the Xenothreat playtest throughs and see what I can get as far as video and experience with it. Tell me what you think. Is this exciting news for you? Are you excited to get in and try the PTU Xenothreat and the changes that they made? I'm most just ecstatic about the possibility that the trading is going to be fixed and the mining consumables will be able to be sold. But throw a comment in, tell me what your thoughts are, tell me what you think, and then also let me know if you like getting these updates, if you find them useful, helpful. Give me some comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button. Also follow on Twitch. We stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as give Danger Leprechaun of Amarok's Fang. He's got a YouTube channel. Check him out at Danger Leprechaun. And some funny clips on there from our experiences in Amarok's Fang. But also check out the org on the RSI org page. Throw in an application. We approve everybody. And just make sure you grab the Discord link so that we can communicate with you. And everybody is welcome to join in on the stream with us. But thank you again for all the support. I hope you enjoyed this. And everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you.